Hi, my name is Johanna. Welcome to the Calgary Herald 5-minute yoga video series. So we're getting into February, Valentine's Day, and we're just going to take this time to connect with your own heart and open things up back there. Open your heart, open your shoulders, and get the breath going. And at the same time, maybe also find a deeper connection with yourself. So take a comfortable seat. It could be in a chair, on your couch, or right on the floor. If you come to sit on the floor and you find your knees are up higher than your hips, then just take a blanket and put yourself up on that. Okay, so we're going to start with taking your left hand and just placing it over your heart, and then take your right hand and place it there as well. And we start every yoga class off just taking a few breaths to center. So let your eyes gently close. And just stay here for a few breaths. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the warmth from your hands into your heart. And feel free to stay here for a few more moments. I'm going to move a little faster because this is a 5-minute video, but at any time, feel free to just press pause and stay for 3 to 5 breaths in each posture, or come out when it feels right. So to release your hands, you'll just take the right hand off, place it on your thigh, left hand off, and place it on your thigh, and gently open your eyes. So for this practice, I'm going to use 2 blankets. And so the first blanket, I've already rolled it up just into a little sausage. And the other blanket you may use for behind your head. You see how you feel. So this is just a supported chest opener. So I'm going to come to lie down. And I'm going to take this blanket and just place it right underneath my heart so that I can feel that opening and the lift in my heart. My arms are going to come over top. I'm going to turn my palms up. And you can just let your legs flop out in front of you. This is just a nice relaxing way to start. You're changing the flow of your breath, just opening up as you breathe. If you have any discomfort in your lower back, you're just going to bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. If you want to add a hip opener, you can just drop your knees out to the side and take the soles of the feet together. So you can stay here for up to 2 minutes, longer if you feel comfortable, and just breathe. To come out of this, I'm just going to roll myself gently over to the side and then lift myself up. And then take a few moments when you come up and just feel how open your breath feels and how already your body is starting to respond to this lovely supported posture. So for the next few postures, we're going to come to lie down on the floor on our bellies. So you can take your blanket if you have any discomfort or you need a little bit of extra padding. You can just place your blanket on the floor to support your torso. And then come to lie down. Okay? So the first posture we're going to do is called Sphinx pose. So your elbows are going to come underneath your shoulders. I'm just adjusting myself. Palms are flat on the floor. And then if you notice, my shoulders are coming forward here. So I'm going to take my shoulders back and down the back a little bit. And then at the same time, press my shoulders down into my elbows so I can lift up my heart. So be careful not to throw your head back here. You want to keep your neck nice and long. So I'm just going to take my gaze down to the floor. If you have any discomfort in your lower back here, you can open up your legs, turn your toes into each other, and just open your lower back at the same time as you open your chest. Then I'm going to take my hands and energetically draw them backwards so my heart comes forward, and maybe the shoulders come down a little more. And you can stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. And then when you release, just give yourself a little rest. Just let your head come down. You can rock a little side to side. And you can do this in between all poses. So in yoga, we like to intersperse work with rest. Okay, the next posture we're going to do is Cobra pose. I'm going to bring my legs together so they're hip distance apart. My feet are down on the floor. My leg muscles are engaged. My hands are going to come underneath my shoulders. And I'm going to begin by lifting my shoulders up and back. Shoulder blades come down the back. And then I'm going to lift myself up. And you're only going to go as high as feels comfortable. Make sure your shoulders aren't shrugging up to your ears. You want to have a nice movement in the neck. So take the shoulders down away from the ears. You're going to press your hip points down into the earth and lift up and breathe. And make sure, again, you don't throw your head back. Just keep your gaze down and relaxed. And you exhale to come down and take a rest again. Okay, the next pose we're going to do is locust pose, Salabhasana. I'm going to take my arms out to the side. Palms are going to be down. My legs are nice and firm. My toenails are rooting down into the floor. And then from here again, I'm going to take my shoulders up and down. And then as I inhale, I'm going to lift my head and chest, my arms out to the side. Shoulder blades are coming down the back. If you feel okay to lift your legs here, then that's your next option. And again, take your head, just look down at the floor. Find nice relaxed breathing here. Think of your heart as lifting up and going forward, and then exhale to release. Good, and then just take a rest again. Okay, beautiful. So your heart is nice and open now. We did lots of nice heart opening. So now we're just gonna let things close and settle down. We're gonna come to child's pose. So here's where you might want your blankets again. Your knees are gonna come outer hip distance apart, big toes touch. You're just gonna sit on your heels. If this is too much, then you can take your blankets and just place them between your heels and your hips. And then you can drop your torso down in between, extend your arms and let your head come down so your forehead rests on the floor. If the forehead doesn't rest on the floor, that's where you can take your other blanket and just put it down. So this is child's pose. So you can keep your arms in front of you, or if it feels better for you to take your hands back, you can give that a try. And just feel your heart supported in this posture as you come in and relax your breath and enjoy your day. Thank you so much. Namaste.